welcome everybody. Merry Christmas. Glad to be here. It's Amburgey. Ron Amburgey is my name, and I'm running for Mesa Water District Board of Directors, Division 4. In this race, we're split up by districts, so I'm running against one guy, an incumbent. Anyway, a little bit about myself. Born and raised here in Costa Mesa. Went to school, Costa Mesa High, Orange Coast College. Married my high school sweetheart back there. We've been married 35 years. And yeah, you can clap. She's been through a lot. And we have 3 sons. And they're growing up. Most of them are out of the house. And we've had a good time, a couple dogs. And we like living here. I don't ever see myself moving. To me, it's paradise, really. I can't think of a better place to be. Started my business in town 38 years ago. I'm in the construction business. Hopefully I'll keep it going for another 5 or 6 years before I retire. The reason I'm running, I don't know how many people are aware of what's going on with water, but in our town, last Thursday night, the board voted to raise the rates. They have a 5-year plan, and they're still in the midst, or they're still in the final stages of the last 5-year raise. So 5 years ago, they raised the rates 25%. Last Thursday, they raised it another 15% on top of that. So when you add the 15 on top of the 25, you get probably a 50% raise over 10 years. And that doesn't sound like a lot. It's a few dollars. You know, they sell it like it's a few dollars incrementally. But when you look at it overall, that's a big chunk for a lot of people. Picture a widow that's on a fixed income, on a Social Security or something. And that's a cost you can't really avoid. I mean, there's X amount of water that we all need, and we're going to end up paying for. And to me, it's just real important to look hard at that before you just start raising rates. You have a plan, and it seems like in any government entity, all you have to do is say, well, it's for infrastructure. And then it's like nobody can question, okay, well, you got to put in pipes. Well, how come we haven't put in pipes for the last 20 years? I mean, there's questions that need to be asked. What are the costs? Why are you paying prevailing wage on certain things? I mean, analyze, not only the income side, but the expense side. But it seems like we don't do that. Sad to say, at the meeting, it was myself and Phil Morello were there. There was only 2 guys there. This is part of the reason that I'm running. I mean, there's other reasons, but the fellow I'm running against, he's in his 4th term. And this is pretty common on most of these special districts, that people get on it and they just stay on it. There's no change. I think that's a problem. I think that's a bad thing. It ought to be a two-term deal. And then you're out, move on. That's my opinion. Get new blood in there, people looking at it through different eyes. Like I said, the fellow I'm running against ended up voting against the raise because he saw it was a real weak vote. Let's put it that way. He didn't argue any point. He knows he's going to be running against me, so I'm sure that's the reason he voted that way. But my goal is to dig deeper into these issues and get to know the real truth about certain costs, certain prices, and why things have to be there. Just question things instead of just accepting what we're being told by the experts. So that's one of the reasons I'm running. And I think with my business background and my construction background, I know enough to be dangerous. So I would appreciate your vote. Anybody that lives in, you got to live in Mesa Del Mar or College Park. So it's kind of, Arlene, you're there. So that's about it. But Thank you for your time.